Hi YouTube, it's Valerie here from Siren Body Jewelry, Tattoo and Piercing in Sauk Center, Minnesota. And today, I'm going to talk to you about VCH piercings. Woohoo! So, let's get right to it. I'm actually in the shop office working on the treadmill, so we're going to have a walking chat while I work on the computer too. But I'm just going to go over a few of the quick and dirty things that you need to know. And this shouldn't be dirty, but let's go quick and clean then. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about healing time of a VCH piercing, orientation. It can go vertically or horizontal, depending on your anatomy. So, main point is just a disclaimer here actually, or word of advice to the people wishing to get their VCH pierced. Not every person, not every body is the same, and anatomy always plays a part in most piercings. So remember that when you go into a shop, it's not always guaranteed that you're going to walk out with the piercing you want. So everyone should know that by now. If you don't know that, now you know. Alright. So the vertical clitoral hood is the actual full name of this piercing, and it is a female or a female genital piercing. The anatomy is specific to that gender or body type. Just a statement like that. I'm not trying to offend any persons out there. So, heal time from initial day of getting pierced is about a month to 2 months, so 4 to 8 weeks. This seems to be pretty average. Some people heal super quickly, others not so much. That also depends on your own levels of activity, sexually, physically, how your health is, what your age is, but also if you were sick at the time of being pierced or you got sick. That all can influence the heal time. So typically piercers that are good, they will do a free consult for you right before you get pierced, which really means, oh, we're going to check to make sure your anatomy is suited for this type of piercing, and if not, we're going to suggest, oh hey, look at this, we could do this and do this amazing jewelry and you're set. So we don't like to disappoint, but sometimes it would be hazardous to your personal safety for us to pierce something that is not going to hold the proper jewelry for that area, whether it's ear, lip, nose, belly, VCH, Prince Albert, things like that. That one's really rare, but there are some skin and anatomy issues with that. So back to the VCH. So depending on if you're going horizontal or vertically, you could use a couple different things to pierce with. Piercers use what they prefer, and there's really no set rule. Obviously don't use 18 gauge, I mean that's insane. You're going to slice your VCH right open and you're going to have to pierce it with a chain back together. So actually, here, leading to my size of the jewelry discussion overview. Standard sizes, standard gauge sizes, I would say 14 to 10. Highly dependent on how the anatomy of your actual VCH hood. If it's on the smaller, shorter, thin side, people can usually house like a 14 gauge. And you can stretch that area super easily, so if you're like, oh, I only want a 12 in there, super stretchy area. And actually it kind of stretches on its own over the years, or depending on how heavy your jewelry is, so don't be worried about that. Like if you get pierced with a thinner gauge and you're like, oh, I need something more stimulating, obviously you'd stretch up and adjust the length and adjust the ball ends and this and that. I'm not going to get all into that because those are things we can discuss personally. So, and I'll kind of go over that in another video because that gets really detailed and highly specific to your own preferences of jewelry. So, lengths that are most common that we sell are 14 gauge 3/8, 7/16 and 1/2 inch. Other sizes and diameters are possible, especially for the horizontal, the HCH, I guess it would be called, horizontal clitoral hood. A lot of people would wear hoops with those, or curved barbells sideways, or segment rings, things like that. And that's personal, again, like what you feel is comfortable, what is working for you in whatever manner in which you want it to work, whether it's the visual appeal side or the stimulation side. So, just trying to think about what else to tell you. Oh, you can wear belly rings in a VCH. Is it the best idea? Yes and no. Personally, I would suggest, and often suggest, to stay away from massive prongs. But that also, I'm sorry to say, it also goes down to, okay, do you have a prominent vertical VCH hood or horizontal clitoral hood that your outer labia is, less prominent? So like pretend, these are the curves down there and you've got a more, your middle bump is higher. Prong you could do, you just have to understand that prongs can sometimes catch on lace. That's a whole nother video, what to wear with a new VCH piercing, coming up. So going back around to what I was saying, I prefer bezel set titanium belly rings, curved barbells, 14 gauge or 12, because it's easy to have a larger ball size for the bottom, the part that would actually stimulate your clitoris. So highly personal yet again, because sometimes, that large of a ball could be overstimulating. Especially like random work meetings, and you're like, oh, that could be an interesting experience, I should say. But anyway, it'd be a great story. So, types of jewelry to wear. Titanium. We sell titanium, we love it. Titanium captive bead rings. In multiple diameters you can try. Curved barbells for both parties, the VCH and the HCH. What else? Some people wear straight barbells, vertically or horizontally, and that's okay. So you kind of have to experiment with what works for you, and I'll tell you in another video if I forgot something. So I have a whole lot of knowledge to share with you, and it's not always possible to just cram it into one video. So quick overview, quick healing piercing, things like that, kind of just your intro to the VCH piercing. I'm happy to expand the video collection for this, especially in regards to what not to do with your freshly healing piercing, sexual activity, things like that, how to clean it. That will be continued in videos down the road. In the meantime, please like and subscribe. I know you want to see more videos about titanium body jewelry, piercings, tattoos, vegan breakfast, things like that. And it's really neat to be able to share these videos with YouTubers and people on our website, because I put them on our blog posts too. Write some comments below. Tell me what you think. If you have questions, there are certain things I can answer online, certain things I can't. But we're about one step closer to having a awesome measuring guide for our website, clients, and in-store, and people we meet in conventions. So excited to share that with you. So anyway, like, subscribe, share this with your friends, family, people that like piercings and tattoos and things like that, or whoever. And shop the website, sirenbodyjewelry.com. The link will be in the description below. I'm gonna have to add that in, and I will also link you to our VCH collection on the website. It is constantly growing. I'm gonna add a few products today. Hopefully it's about 3 o'clock, so I better get going on that. So see you next time, and have a great day. Bye.